Next on the list right here, Taylor Decker.
Ooh.
Out there training with Giovanni Manu. I mean, with the name man in your name, this is going to be the man right here. He's going to be working out with Taylor Decker right there. What do you think about the veteran coming through and not letting his ego get too much of him, training the young guy that might actually be his replacement if we're wrong about him moving to guard? What do you think about this? Taylor Decker training with Giovanni Manu.
Yeah, so interesting and fun, and this is what you want. You talk about the organization, the culture, breeding better players for down the road. This is what you want to see, and it's a great veteran move from Taylor Decker's spot. I think it keeps him in a good position too, because he's going to keep training. It's going to push him, and obviously will push Manu to be the tackle that I think they want him to be. That's sort of been my approach to this, is he's the replacement for Decker down the road. This would lend itself to that. But who knows? Maybe they still could cross-train him at guard, and I think they'd be confident in him filling in on a short-term stint still if he had to do that. But long-term, this is exactly what you want to see. We know we love Decker, try to get as much out of him in the contract he has, and hopefully you got a few more good years, and then Manu sort of takes that position.
If you remember way, way back in the day when Frank Ragnow was drafted in the first round, we already had a center, and he played guard because he was the best offensive lineman that was left in there, even though he was out of his natural position. I think that's the same thing here with Manu. He is a tackle. But in order to get him on the field with, Taylor Decker's he's still good. So we're not ready to quite replace him yet, but there's an opportunity in the middle of this offensive line, whether it be right guard or left guard, and he's going to get a chance to compete. So he can get out on the field this year. And, he might be a little tall to be a guard, but we're going to see. They're going to get in the training camp. They're going to do some competition. I'm sure Taylor Decker is going to be working with him on, getting that pad level, getting that lower pad level and working it out like that. So, but that's my thoughts on that. I think it's awesome. I think it's awesome that Taylor Decker is doing this for Giovanni Manu.
We're going to bite a kneecap off.
You think long term, maybe the move is to move Penei Sewell to that tackle spot and let Manu go to the other side, or you think they just keep things as is because things are rolling pretty well with this? Because this would indicate maybe they stick where they're at, but I've always thought they'd go the other way. What do you think?
I don't know, man. I mean, it's obvious that Penei Sewell can do whatever is needed.
Yeah.
And wherever he's going to be the best at it. So that's a nice problem to have right there. So, I don't know. I don't know. I would like, in a perfect world, I would like to see Penei Sewell, since he is so good, to move over to that left side. I would like to see that because I think he's the most talented guy, and it's the blind side of Jared Goff. I think he'd feel really good having Penei Sewell over there, even though I think he feels pretty good having Taylor Decker over there. I think that his two bad games that he had last year got blown a little bit out of proportion for the whole thing, considering that he was, a alternate to the Pro Bowl, and we're complaining about that. But good left tackles are hard to find. But if Giovanni Manu is out there and he's getting better, right? He came from a Canadian school where they, bounced the football to their receivers and it was still a catch. And this is different. This is
I love that.
You've had enough of that shit.
Oh God! Oh, thank you, Dan. I'm gonna move on from that, but let me know what you guys think of that. I mean, is it a non-thing? Are we just blowing smoke because it's the off season right here, or is this a significant thing? Let me know in the comments what you think about that.